See, I told you, this was gonna, you know, it's so obvious on the surface, but once you get in, there's actually no right way to answer this question.
You're watching CBC Music's Backstage Pass.
I feel good. This is basically one of the first performances of any of these new songs.
This one's called TerraForm.
Everything's a bit of an open book right now, and you have to figure out a way to make it come to life on stage, so we're gonna do that tonight.
We chat with Sam Roberts as he plays tracks from the latest album, TerraForm. This is Sam Roberts Band with If You Want It for CBC Music's Backstage Pass.
Asked to come here and play new music that nobody's heard before, and you're trying to do it justice and you're trying to capture it the best possible way you can. CBC's sort of been wrapped up in that story right since the beginning.
Some get lost in the masquerade, looking for some, but you found the shade. The cosmic dancer, the marquis de Sade, holding on to the lightning rod. Looking for kicks, but the plan was flawed. And again they were singing.
If You Want It was the first single. Sometimes a song exists as kind of like a disembodied head for a long time. And in this case, it was this piano riff that kept popping up, but never really found the song to give it a body or to give it shape. You still don't really know where it's going to take you or what it's going to be. And this one ended up sort of becoming a little bit darker than I anticipated at the beginning. It became sort of about this trip to hell and all these bizarre cast of characters. Not at all what I thought when I first started fooling around with that piano riff at all. Sometimes, to me, that's what makes a good song, is when you have a sort of unexpected storyline married to music that feels like it wants to go in a completely different direction.
I'm living outside the law. I'm waiting for the ice to thaw. Just listen for the crow to call.
Sam Roberts Band playing the first single from their 6th record, TerraForm.
Thank you. Dancing with some of my friends, we going back to the place where it all began.
Sam Roberts released his first record in 2003 to critical and commercial success, winning him Junos for Album of the Year, Rock Album of the Year, and Artist of the Year. He has since continued to release hit albums, winning more Junos along the way, earning him spots performing on Letterman, Conan, Bonnaroo, and Lollapalooza. Sam Roberts Band is back with their 6th LP, TerraForm. This is Sam Roberts Band playing Roll with the Spirits off their latest record for CBC Music's Backstage Pass.
still want to put as much into our shows today as we ever did. We still feel that sense of pride that you want to put your best foot forward all the time. So, you know, we talk about how we're going to do it, how we're going to do it right, how do we make the best of the opportunity. And then at the same time, you're just trying to relax and enjoy the fact that this is happening, because it doesn't happen every day.
I was rolling with the full denim jacket. I talked tough, but I know how to back it. I always got matched pulling on the racket. See the future, cause I always had a knack for it. Get you coming alive on the weekend. When the mystery only deepens, I'll get you back online with your feelings. Get you living again on the weekend. We do not just live inside. Take your medicine. It's out of the mind, just a matter of time till you're on your feet again. We're making a grave, yeah, we gotta make no need to be born again. We coming alive.
Roll with the Spirits, it came out as this very sort of anthemic song, heavy at the beginning, and realized that it wasn't what I wanted it to be until finally at the bathhouse when we were working on other music. I left it that late. Every morning I'd wake up early and I'd kind of chip away at that song, trying to find what it was going to be or what it wanted to be. At some point, like with so many things, the deadline is up. It's like, okay, well, this is what it is, and you're just going to have to live with it now. One of those instances where a song doesn't necessarily just give itself over to you right away. It makes you work for it a bit. It's the problem child of the record that I now feel, you know, defensive about, or you know, want to protective about in some way. Take your medicine. 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 Take your medicine.
That was Sam Roberts' band
Thank you, folks.
with Roll with the Spirits. Go to our YouTube channel for more of the latest in Canadian music. Coming up, Sam Roberts explains the essence of this album.
TerraForm, to me, that idea of leaving the sort of rubble of a previous world or a previous life, having the courage to just to build it again. I felt like there's a piece of that in all the songs in some way.
When Backstage Pass continues. This is CBC Music's Backstage Pass.
We're the Sam Roberts Band from Montreal. Thank you.
Tonight, Sam Roberts Band played an
here.
exclusive first performance of tracks from their newest LP, TerraForm.
We're excited to play some new music for all of you tonight, so I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, just let your hair down and have a good time.
Recorded at the Hips Bathhouse Studios, the band holed up there last March and immersed themselves in the music, building a piece of history together, and this was the result.
When you're a songwriter, sometimes I've shied away many times from writing anything that's this personal. There's lots of songs that I've written over the years where I'm talking about somebody else, but really I'm talking about myself. When you're wearing your heart on your sleeve, it's more about vulnerability than anything. It's just a willingness to acknowledge vulnerability.
And now, Sam Roberts Band played the title track off their latest LP, TerraForm, for CBC Music's Backstage Pass.
I've come to take you home. I built it stone by stone. So come on, yeah. We burn the old one down. Oh, it was hellbound. Scatter the ashes to the ground. Ooh, the world is ours. Ooh, the world is ours. Wait for the seas to flower. We're starting over, come on.
Thinking back to, on all the songs at the end when we're trying to think of an album title, it's a case of, where's the central idea? Where's the spirit of this record? What idea sort of captures the essence? TerraForm, to me, that idea of leaving the sort of rubble of a previous world or a previous life, having the courage to build it again. I felt like there's a piece of that in all the songs in some way, so it became the sort of flagship for all the others.
Take flight to your new life. Don't cry, it's alright.
So once you take this music that you made out into the world, it's the spirit that was in that period of time, you never get it back again. So you have to make it something that you remember as a band, something that was important to you and marked the time, something that make a little piece of your history as a band. When we hear the music or we play the music after, we go back to that place in time in our minds.
Band with TerraForm for CBC Music's Backstage Pass. Coming up,
FIEND's a song about love. It's a love story, really. Spending your life with somebody and figuring out a way to make it all work.
when Backstage Pass continues. This is CBC Music's Backstage Pass. Tonight we chat with Sam Roberts Band as they play tracks off their newest release, TerraForm.
All right, this next one's called FIEND.
This album sees the band building on their experience and having the confidence to wear their heart on their sleeves and really fight for what they believe in. This is Sam Roberts Band at their most vulnerable. Here they are with FIEND for CBC Music's Backstage Pass.
Another day, try to get it right, find a way through the fight. In the meantime, keep your shit tight on the red line. Keep your spirits high. Keep your spirits high. I won't give you up. I'm a thief for jealousy. Almost lifelike, take a unicorn. I'll take the motorbike, wish you will. Could be a gold mine, throw your money, we'll make the sun shine. I'm sure you've heard it before. You think I'm moving the door, but you know what I want.
FIEND's a song about love. It's a love story, really. Spending your life with somebody and figuring out a way to make it all work. We're all individuals, and we all need to feel that life is the way that we want it to be. But when you sort of give yourself over to being with somebody else, you realize that you're writing this story together, and this is just telling that story. It's like love with a capital L. It's the same thing, you know. Sort of the level of devotion, you know, the level of need for it.
Throw your mind back again to overkind. I remember when at the start we were only kids, so far apart, but we never did. In love forever alone. It's all the same for the rich and the poor. I know where to find you, and I don't need to remind you. I'm a lost cause, baby, and I can't stop singing, but I still want more. In a free fall, baby, 'cause I can't stop thinking about everything I had before. So never turn your back on love, it's a crime. Forever you.
I think every song has to be put to the flame in a sense, you know. You can't just assume that you've done good work. The first line of defense is myself when I'm alone writing, and then when my bandmates, when I play it for them for the first time, I mean, that to me is one of the more nerve-wracking moments, to see their response, because I trust them so deeply, and because I respect their opinions and their input. And if they love the music, then I feel good about the future. I just know that at this point, and I hope it stays this way, but if I go into my basement and I just turn the lights on and I pick up an instrument and press record, that something's gonna come out. It's not necessarily gonna be earth-shattering or, you know, life-changing. Hopefully it becomes that, but you sort of trust your instincts until something starts to make me feel good about what I'm doing, and then I follow it deeper and deeper. Sort of like chasing it down a rabbit hole a bit.
to cbcmusic.ca to watch the rest of the set from Sam Roberts Band and subscribe to our YouTube channel. #CBC Music BSP to get in touch.
Thank you.